This Crev's corner, the ball is in your court. Swish.
What's up, guys? This is another episode of Crev's Corner, my 13th episode, and here I am with Keegan Oosley, or as some people know him on TikTok as King MOXU. Keegan, just drop your handles on Twitter and Instagram.
Yo, what's up, guys? My Twitter is at King MOXU. TikTok, find me on TikTok, 3 mil at King MOXU. On Instagram, at King MOXU official. Dude, I'm just self-promoting out here. I don't give a fuck. Go follow me, boys. Come on. What are you doing?
Yeah, man. So, Keegan, I've known you for a couple of years now. We went to school for 1 year together at Plymouth. So where did the whole King MOXU nickname come from?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I pulled it out of my ass. Okay, I used to play like Call of Duty and shit, and my gamer tag and stuff on Xbox was like MOXU or some shit, and I just fucking changed it. I just like shortened it somehow. I don't know. It literally means nothing. So that's my like fucking most hated question, only because like I don't know, and I feel like an idiot every time I try to explain it because there's no meaning behind it. People expect it to have like some deep meaning. I literally just made it up. I have no idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I first saw your like social handles, it was just like a weird, unique thing where people obviously know you as it, and then no one else has it. So I was wondering where it came from.
Yeah, I just made it up.
So do people, when you go out to LA and meet these new people, do you introduce yourself as Keegan, or do you introduce yourself as your social handle name?
Dude, it's so weird out in LA. Like when I'm meeting new people, I typically introduce myself as Keegan, but like nobody calls you by your first name. Everybody just calls you by the name that like you're known for. Like when I was with the kid Leroy, like I was calling him Leroy. He was calling me MOXU. It was kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, that's just how just how it is out there.
So that's how it is with everyone. I know you hang out with some different rappers and stuff like that, and that's how, and some other content creators. That's how everyone is out there.
Yeah, for sure. Like
now,
nobody really connects with each other under their first name.
That's different. That's different. Now, how do you transition? Because I know you fly from Plymouth, Ohio, small town, population of less than 2,000. You fly out to LA. So how does your persona as a person change versus your home Plymouth life, going out to LA and hanging out with celebrities out at the night in LA?
I mean, it's cool as fuck. Like I enjoy like every second of it, but I don't really change. Like, I don't know, like how I am right now, that's how I am in LA. Like just because I'm in a new like geographical location doesn't mean that like, you know, my personality changes or anything. I'm pretty much the same like all the time. I'm just myself, you know? Like no. It's kind of crazy though, going from fucking horse and buggies and like fucking beat up Hondas and shit like that to like going out there and everyone's just whipping Teslas and G-Wagons and fucking Lambos like it's nothing. Like literally Teslas out there are the equivalent of Hondas here. Like it's just insane. I don't get it. It's a different breed out there.
No, I think that's super cool that you obviously don't change your how you are in your attitude versus when you're around the kid Leroy and celebrities out there versus you're hanging out with kids over here who have known you for the past 4 years now. And it's kind of weird, or it's kind of cool how even though your social status has obviously changed over the past couple of years, how you stay true to yourself and your attitude and what you truly believe in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna switch up just because of a bag. Like that doesn't make it. Like, you know, I'm just me, and if people don't like it, they can suck my dick. I don't know. I'm not gonna change for anybody.
Yeah, that's cool. That's you're being like true to yourself and true to who you are as a person. Now,
for sure.
Kind of coming back to Plymouth life and talking about that, do you think that, and I'm not trying to sound like a dick when I say this, but do you think some people back at home kind of maybe like found you annoying at first when you tried making these videos, and when you blow up, now they like try to be your friend and try to like get in your inner?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Now, how do you act like that around people? Because like, don't get me wrong, like I'm not trying to be an asshole when I come off of this question. I just have to ask it because I know people are like that. So when you start gaining, obviously you came from making a shirtless video. From my understanding, you came from a shirtless video. Probably seemed a little corny and tacky to some people, but now you're blowing up. You're flying to LA. You're kind of a recognizable face on TikTok when it comes to people just seeing you on a For You page. How do you deal with people who just try to become your friend out of the blue?
You know, like I don't ever like call anybody out. Like I'm never gonna call someone out who does it, but I definitely recognize it. And if you think that you're being sneaky by like, you know, switching up and like acting like that, I realize it. I'm not stupid. I notice that you're doing it, but I'm still gonna treat you like everybody else. Like that goes back to the part where I said like I'm not gonna switch up for anybody. Like if someone's gonna be, you know, like that, let them do them. I mean, but I know the truth about like who they are and fucking how they feel about me. Like I'm not an idiot. I
No,
definitely recognize when people are doing that.
yeah, that's super
For
cool
sure.
that you know, and you don't come off as a dickhead way, but you are not oblivious to it. Because I've had, and
Yeah.
like kind of like, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that said that, but I've said to my close circle, I'm like, you know how many people are probably trying to get into Keegan's inner circle when they were probably the same people hating on him when they're doing the process. That's kind of what I'm going through. Is
Yeah.
I'm trying to make something bigger than what it is right now, and sometimes I'm biting off more than I can chew. But I was reflective, and I'm like, people are probably gonna think this is tacky of him posting a bunch of shit on his social media and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But let's just say, I mean, you grew from how many followers to now you got 3 million on TikTok, and people are trying to get
Mhm.
in your inner circle. So it's definitely the first ones that were in your circle and supportive. Definitely, those guys are
Yeah.
looking the smartest
Yeah.
right
I
now.
keep them close, and then everyone else, I just like I don't really keep them close, but I accept the fact that they want to be my friend. But like, it doesn't go unseen or unheard. The fact of what they're trying to do, like I know what they're trying to do, but I just go along like whatever. I'm not even gonna be in Ohio much longer anyway.
That was one
So
of my questions is what are your plans moving out of Ohio? What are your plans post graduation of high school? I'm guessing that's the only thing that's holding you in Ohio for now. Or do you plan on moving out of
yeah. Yeah, I'm actually set up to move next month on the 10th. I'm going to be moving to Los Angeles. I'm gonna pack up my car, get a U-Haul trailer, pack it with all my stuff, and then my mom, my sister, and I are gonna like drive down, like, you know, it's like a last family road trip type of deal. And then we're gonna just like, you know, stop and see things on the way, have fun, and then when we get there, I'm gonna stay and they're gonna fly back.
That's cool. That's cool. We'll get ahead of talking about the future of you and your brand
Yeah.
later in the pod. We'll get into that. But so you were recently verified on Instagram. How do you feel about that? Is that something that you were really accomplished and really feel good about?
Yeah, I really did not expect it to happen. But that's kind of like a, you know, if I feel like that's a thing that's like, you know, I can make this. It made me realize I could turn this into something bigger. Not just everybody gets verified. You know, it's pretty challenging to get verified. So and I feel like now that I have that, it's kind of motivating me more to be like, oh wow, maybe like I'm not just some, you know, random fucking dude. Like I can maybe turn this into something bigger. And that's what I'm constantly trying to do, turn things into bigger things, you know.
Yeah, so being verified on Instagram is obviously a big deal for the company of Instagram, how big it's got in the last 5 years and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But I checked today, and you aren't verified on TikTok with 3 million followers. So what do you
I know.
so what do you think you have to do, or like do you obviously you want to be verified on Instagram, but like what do you think you got to do with 3 million followers to be verified on it or be verified on TikTok?
Okay, so if it was anybody else, they would have been verified by now. Okay. It's just like I've talked to TikTok and they just are hesitant about verifying me because of the type of content that I make. Because I don't make PG content, okay? Like I make what I want to make and you know, I let it rip. Like I'm not thinking about like who's gonna see it or whatever. Like that's not something that I care about, honestly. I just post things and make them. So I just actually had a meeting with my manager and TikTok like 2 days ago. And they said that at this time they cannot verify me, but they said that they have a feeling within the next like 60 days that they'll be able to make it happen. If that doesn't work, my manager has like 2 other things that we can think of that will make them have to verify me, but we're not gonna pull that out until we see what happens.
You're
Because I
not
definitely
well,
deserve verification on
yeah,
TikTok. Come
yeah.
on.
3 million followers and how big you are on follow your pages for literally anyone. I definitely
Mhm.
think you deserve a verification now, and you don't want to pull that card of like stomping on their neck about getting a verification unless you have to at that point.
Yeah,
But
unless I have to, which I'm willing to do 100%. I have all of the steps. I've got all of the steps planned out. We're working on it, but we're not doing it until they say, they can't verify me in 60 days.
now, okay, so here's a person who obviously I'm no one that I personally know is verified on anything. So what's the difference between not being verified versus being verified besides a blue check beside your name?
Pretty much nothing. It's just like a little bit of a,
A
ego
pat on the
boost, I
back?
guess.
Yeah, a pat on the back, like you did it.
Yeah, something like that. Like, and if you go into like live streams or something on Instagram, like your comments get like prioritized in the comments, so
Oh,
like people see them. And if you DM someone and you're verified, it like goes to the top of their inbox or like gets pushed up so they'll see it. So that's cool. But other than that, there's really nothing other than like, a pat on the back. That's about it.
now you did mention about how your content is not the most PG rated, and I had this question actually. I had this question planned out. I recently
Yeah.
saw your most recent TikTok of just if you I'm not going to mention it, but if you haven't seen it, go see it for this question. When we talk about canceled culture, and it's a big thing, David Dobrik, obviously
Mhm.
a big content creator over at LA. With cancel culture in America, seeing that you aren't afraid of making very edgy posts, and you did do a Twitter poll recently that said, "What's the difference between
Mhm.
edgy and racist and blah blah blah?" How scared are you?
Mhm.
How like I don't want to say scared, but how are you gonna take factor that you are getting bigger and that with cancel culture in America, you make one wrong move and they're done with you. I mean, you saw David Dobrik's one of the bigger YouTubers out there, and they're
Mhm.
shunning him. So what? How are you gonna control your content when you are in LA full time?
All right. So the thing with David Dobrik and like people that status, their content is made for younger people, or like, it's not on the edgy side. Like they don't make edgy content. So if something like that happens, the views are surprised about it because like, oh my God, he's like the Mr. fucking Angel Boy of YouTube. And if he does one wrong thing, it's over for him. But for me, the content I make is built up to be like, well, man, this dude is a disappointment. Okay, he's gonna say whatever he wants, and he doesn't give a shit. And if something did come out like people find a joke that I made, so it's like, well, I mean, they kind of should expect it. Like it's something you should expect from me, honestly. Like I feel like that's the advantage I have over other creators. And the fact that like you can't get canceled if you don't care. That's also kind of true. And I don't care.
So are you saying like, okay, with that statement, you're saying like, even if you got like slammed for a post, you just would wear it on your sleeve and go about it?
Yeah, pretty much. If I got slammed for a post, I might like, maybe I'll reevaluate and be like, oh, that might have been a little too far, but I'll probably make jokes about the fact that it happened.
Yeah.
Like
So the difference
I'll
basically with
probably make future jokes about it.
yeah, the difference between you and Dobrik are saying is Dobrik went into the YouTube game going for kid audience and basically set his bar of
Mhm.
this is the highest I can go. I can't mess with any jokes higher than this. As to you're saying,
Yeah.
you walked in the door of obviously if anyone knows you're following, you make sexual jokes, you make jokes that might I'm not even gonna like throw your name on
No,
it.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And
You
yeah,
make
that is
very edgy
exactly what I'm
you
saying.
make very edgy tiptoeing the line jokes And if anyone has seen your posts, this is not new news to them. This is not new news to you.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you already set the bar that this is the content that you're putting out, and you don't care what people think about you. So people shouldn't expect your content to get any cleaner the more viral that you go.
Yeah, I'm staying the same. I'm not switching up.
That's really I'm really admire that out of a person that I know first name basis, but a person who I've always wanted to keep true to myself, no matter what people I've been around, no matter what situations I am. I've always wanted to keep to my morals and how my attitude has stayed the same. And I really think that's really cool and very respectable out of you. Is you just don't you're gonna be Keegan Oosley. You're gonna do what you want. Like, don't care if it's gonna press someone
For
or not.
sure.
That's really admirable hearing from a person who has had a social status. I mean, dude, from the first time I met you, you were a big, tall kid who moved to Plymouth that played lineman on JV football. And from you to go from there to here now, and you seem like even though the social status has changed, the personality has never changed. And that's something that I really respect that. I know I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like we were the best of friends, and you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
like knowing a lot of people probably thought that your jokes were tacky or corny, and now those same people are probably like, oh my gosh, he did it, and your same friends are sitting around being like, oh, we thought he was the funniest kid 3 years ago before this all happened. And like, I think that's really cool that you still have your inner circle of people
Yeah,
who
for sure.
you can remember and be like, these guys helped me on the way, even when nothing was blowing up, nothing was happening. Like, it was just school lunch table talk.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Yeah.
so going on to, we're going to talk about the people in LA that you have met. Now, I forgot to ask you this. I don't know who, it seems like you're really close to this guy. He just made the song SOS.
SOS. What's his name? Sorry.
Soenko, or I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know.
Soiko?
Yeah, Soenko.
Yeah,
I
I'm
actually,
cool with him.
I actually really like this song. How is he like in person? Because it seems like he's a really cool dude. I mean, he made a song with Travis Barker, so you gotta have some social status if you're hanging out with Travis Barker.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I was just at his concert when I was in LA. He's good at live performances for sure. But yeah, when I was back in LA in December, I stayed at his house for like 3 days or something. Yeah, he's a really cool dude. We just hung out, made some videos, and just vibe kind of. But yeah, I stayed at his crib for like 3 days. He's cool.
Now, you mentioned, or you have had affiliations with celebrities like the Kid Leroy, Miley Cyrus, Lil Nas X. So I'm gonna give you the floor for a second and kind of just give a background for the people who have never seen your TikTok video of how you met Kid Leroy, and kind of explain that whole situation, because that's crazy. That's kind of nuts to me.
Yeah. All right. So I was sitting at like 1.6 mil on TikTok. I was starting to get a little bit demotivated. I wouldn't say like too demotivated, but a little bit. And I was scrolling through the For You page and I heard Without You by the Kid Leroy. And I was like, oh, no, that sounds cool. I could probably do something with that. I'll try something. So I turned on the sound. I just got my phone set against my microwave and took my shirt off and just like recorded. So like I had no idea what I was gonna do when I hit play or when I hit record. I had no fucking idea. I just hit play and then recorded that dumb shit and then put something above my like a caption above my head. And yeah, it was fucking history from there. That video got like 4 mil, and then the next video got like 30 mil, and then like 40, 10 mil, 20 mil. Like every single video I was posting was we're getting at least like 5 million views per video that I was doing. And what happened was the Kid Leroy's manager like reached out to me and was like, yo, can you come down to LA and like record a video with Leroy? I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Just let me know when. He was like, can you do it in like 2 days? And I was like, oh shit. So, I had like barely left Ohio before that, and I've never been to Los Angeles. So we packed up all of our stuff. We were there in 2 days. The day I landed, I was supposed to get like a COVID test before I was allowed to see him. I didn't end up getting one, and I went back to the hotel like to go to sleep because I was tired of shit. I was like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. So I go to sleep and I wake up to my phone ringing, and I was like, what the hell? And I answered it, and it was Leroy, like, FaceTiming me. And I picked it up. He's like, yo, bro, what you doing? I was like, dude, I just woke up. Like, I literally just woke up from a nap. I'm tired of shit. He's like, you want to hang out? I was like, sure, bro. What the fuck? He's like, all right, give us about like 35 minutes and we'll be there. And I'm just chilling in my hotel room. I get ready. I walk down from the hotel, like an elevator, go down, and Leroy pulled up in a like a Benz truck or something, and it's me, him, and his friend. I can't remember his name, but there was someone else there. And then we pulled up to his house, just like hung out. And then after we got done at his house, he was like, "We're gonna go to my producer's house." I was like, "All right, chill." We hop in the car, head over there about it. I'm just like, "All right, cool." So we go to the door, and the elevator, like inside of the house, like comes down, and it opens up, and Lil Nas K Gold, KBZ, another producer. I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I was not expecting that. And we went up into their room and just chilled there for like 3-4 hours or so. And then I went back home, and then the next day he hit me up again, and we recorded TikToks for
That's
like
crazy. It's crazy that a
10.
guy who you obviously started listening to his music, but all of us have listened to his music in the car and on the radio. You know, that song went
Mhm.
trending
Oh
for.
yeah, I know. I've been listening to him for like ever since Her Go came out on Lyrical Lemonade, which was like a year or two ago. And yeah, that was fire as shit, because like I was really like into his music, and then next thing you know, I got to meet him. That was cool as fuck, for
Yeah,
sure.
him personally picking you up is a dope ass story. I liked his song Diva when it first came out with Tekka,
Hmm.
and then like ever since then, like I didn't follow him obviously the greatest, but like his album dropped and then he went crazy, and then that's cool that you really met Lil Nas X. He quoted you in a tweet recently. What was that, last week, 2 weeks ago? He quoted you in a tweet. So like, and then you
Hmm.
literally. All right, I want you to just talk about this because I haven't heard this story either. How do you, as an
Hmm.
18-year-old from Plymouth, Ohio, get to kiss the girl that sang "Party in the USA"?
Okay, this one's weird. Okay, so it was like Friday night at like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. We were in Mansfield. We just came out of Walmart or something. I can't remember, something like that. But we were sitting there in the car. It was me and my friends, and I get a call from Leroy's management team. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? What do they want now? And I picked it up, and they were like, hey, MOXU, you think you can be here by tomorrow at 3 p.m.? I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that you're asking a lot of me, bro. He's like, yeah, I know, but what are you gonna be doing? And he's like, okay, so Leroy's dropping a remix of Without You featuring Miley Cyrus. And then he was like, we want you to come down and make some videos with them. I was like, well, fuck yeah, dude. I promise I'll be there. I'm gonna go home, I'll figure it out. And I'll get to LA, I promise. So I go home and talk to my mom, and the only available flight to get to Los Angeles by 3 p.m. was to go from uh Ohio to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then from Florida to California. That was so bad. That was like 9 hours in a plane. But yeah, I had to leave. I got home from like Walmart, like hanging out with my friends and shit all day. I get home, I have to leave the house at 3 o'clock in the morning just to like catch my flight. Like, my manager sent me a taxi from Cleveland, because we don't have Uber and shit out here. So
Mhm.
he sent me a taxi from Cleveland. He came and picked me up and then dropped me off at the airport. I made my flight. It was all good. And then the day I get into town, we set everything up. I got to go to Miley Cyrus's house, and we get there, and she like comes out to the gate and lets me in. There's like team there, like people that are recording and everything like that. But we started talking, and they were like, does everybody know what the idea is? And I'm like, no one ever told me the idea. I just came here to record. No one told me what I'm supposed to be doing or anything. And they start explaining the TikTok, and then they're like, yeah, and then you're gonna kiss her. I was like, wait. I'm like, hold on, wait. Am I like pretending to kiss her? Like, is it like an angle thing? And they're like, and then Miley goes, no, kiss me. I was like, oh fuck, okay. So we had to record like 5 or 6 takes of the kiss. So I was in heaven for a solid 10 minutes. You know,
How
I
nervous?
felt
How
like a
nervous were
Pokemon,
you?
like evolving. I wasn't nervous. I don't know. It's weird. After I met like Leroy and Lil Nas X and Young Gravy and everybody like that, it's kind of just like, I mean, obviously I thought it was cool, but I wasn't like, I don't know, I wasn't like overly nervous because it's just like, it's like I've done before.
The
I don't
kind of
know. It's
starstruck.
weird. Once you meet like a couple famous people, it's just like, okay, where
So you kind of like had that starstruck feeling. It's kind of like left the room.
would you say? You know,
Oh, you're fine.
oh,
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear. Wait, I can't hear you. Wait, hold on. Say something.
Can you hear me now, Keegan?
Yeah, we're good.
All
We're
right.
good now.
Like the starstruck feeling, has that kind of left the room meeting Lil Nas X and Young Gravy and the kid Leroy?
Yeah,
I see.
yeah, kinda.
I see what you mean. So I
I
don't.
mean, don't get me wrong. It's still really cool. It's really fucking cool. It's just like I don't get like that, like holy fucking shit feeling anymore. Like that's kind of gone.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I totally understand what you mean now. So obviously you're making bread off these videos and off TikTok. So when they call you at random times and ask you to fly out to LA, is that on your own dime? Like you're just doing that based
No,
on? No.
no, they pay for it.
Okay. That was just like that was kind of like a weird question because like it's like them asking that's asking a lot for you to drop everything that you have going on to just fly out to LA on your own dime. So I
Yeah.
didn't know if you did that, building up your own brand or so. Who is one group? It doesn't have to be from LA. Who is like one group or a certain person that you want to like do a collab with?
Oh man. Shit. That's you put me on the spot here. I don't know. Um, it would be cool to like collab with Mr. Beast. I think that would be pretty cool.
Oh, that's yeah. Mr. Beast is definitely a household name when you come to kids who I didn't know if like you were a big Nelk guy or
Uh, yeah, kind of, but I think Mr. Beast would be like the holy grail of people that I would want to,
all right.
meet with.
If Mr. Beast is listening to this podcast or ever listens to this podcast, King MOXU wants to collab. No.
Yes, sir. I want to 18 grand. If you're listening, give me 20 grand. Fuck.
So
I'm joking.
who's the most famous person that you have met or has recognized you before you even introduce yourself?
Probably Miley Cyrus. MGK.
You've met MGK?
No, I have not met him, but like in person. But he was talking like to one of my friends who's like he's in like the music scene, like he's signed to a label, and they were talking and stuff. And MGK was like he was trying to figure out who he was gonna pay to like promote his song, and MGK was like, "Yo, we need to get that King MOXU dude. He's funny as fuck." I thought that was pretty cool. Like I haven't met him yet, but I does know who I am, and that's kind of cool.
That is very cool. That's very cool that he said your name specifically to like promote a song. I think that is very. Yeah. I think that's very cool. Now, when we talk about you being kind of viral I'm guessing you're 18 years old, but being viral at 18, like, how is that? Like, is that everything that people dream of? Is that everything that's built up to be, or does it get annoying at times for you? You seem like a very outgoing person, so I find it hard for you to think that it's annoying. But like some people do it seems like some celebrities do get pestered by it. So how is it being a guy who obviously wasn't well known by anyone outside of the school to being a guy who is literally known by a lot of people in this country who have TikTok?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really find it annoying at all. I think anytime that someone comes up to me, it's really cool. I love that feeling. Like people coming up to me in public or like asking for pictures and stuff. I don't feel like that'll ever get annoying. If it wasn't for the people that, follow me and like ask for the pictures and stuff, I wouldn't be in the position that I am. So that would be kind of stupid to get mad at people for that. Only thing that I would say kind of gets annoying is when people like try to use you or ask you for things. It's like, I mean, I'm trying to be nice about it. Like sometimes I'll help people out and stuff, but like if like they're constantly like if someone you've never talked to or you haven't talked to in years like come up and like ask you for things and stuff, it's really annoying. But that's really the only really downside I can think of. I mean, I don't know. I enjoy every second of it. I'm not gonna lie. I love it.
No,
This has like this has been my dream job since I was like 11 years old. Like I used to do YouTube and stuff like Twitch. I did everything to try to like blow up somehow. Like anything that you can think of, I've done it. Like social media wise. So this was the one thing that finally like stuck and it's my dream. And I just want to turn it into something bigger, and you can't turn it into like something bigger if you're not like working hard constantly. And if you're not, thanking the people that got you into the position that you're in.
no, you seem like a very outgoing and individual, and I didn't think that. Kind of knowing based off of how you were that it would annoy you in the slightest. And I actually have on the one of my questions that you came out with a video saying like to people that see you in public, like don't be scared to come up to me and to talk to me. What kind of gave you that attitude? Just because you kind of like not so much like you like the attention, but like you are a very outgoing person and are willing to do that stuff and talk to people and answer questions like that.
Yeah, for sure. I love every part of that. Like that was one of the reasons that I wanted to like start social media. It's not even because like, because like an ego thing. I just really think it's cool that like people, recognize me and like I don't know. I love it. I don't know. I
Now,
wouldn't change it for anything in the world.
Now, where did the whole rapping idea come out with? Because you produced a couple songs, and you actually had a good tweet I saw on your Twitter before we had this interview about how you said you didn't think that a SoundCloud rapper should be degrading at all. And I personally, I have the same thought because even though some people flop, everyone has to start somewhere. Even if it's a SoundCloud or even if it's
Mhm.
me pumping out these YouTube videos that only has a couple views a video, like everyone has to start somewhere. So how do you and I really respect you saying how does SoundCloud rappers have a bad label to it. So where did the whole music idea come from and how did what's your attitude on people degrading a SoundCloud rapper or people who are just starting out in something?
Like I don't know if you know this, but I've been doing music for like the whole reason I started TikTok in the first place was because this is gonna sound stupid, but it was to try to promote my music. And like if you go back to my old videos, it was me trying to promote my music and stuff. And then I was like, you know what? Hold up, hold the phone. What I need to do is I need to build up a fan base, even if it's like 20K, just something, so I can go somewhere with that.
I knew you used to rap when in high school. I knew you used to rap. I've heard stories and I've witnessed at volleyball games that you used to rap. So I did know a little bit, but like I didn't know like there's a whole difference between rapping in the bleachers of the volleyball game and actually getting music produced on Apple Music. So I know that I knew a little bit of the background, but like I didn't know if like you are taking this serious and you're actually wanting to be an artist or if it was kind of like a dick around thing. I didn't know where you wanted to go with it.
I definitely want to do music, but honestly, at this time, I don't know what direction I want to go. Like, I want to experiment. I want to do like melodic stuff, like hard rap. I want to do like rock. I want to try everything, honestly.
Yeah, so that's kind of like where I'm gonna wrap this interview up. Is what's King MOXU's next step? Are you gonna start like trying to do vlogs? Are you gonna grind that content creator kind of vibe? Like, where is your next step moving to LA?
My next step is to experiment and do everything I possibly can. Like, I just recorded this YouTube video with me, my friend B Dave. He's from like Josh Richards, Bryce Hall's vlogs and stuff. Recorded a video with him and then a couple other of my friends. What we did was we rented a U-Haul and we opened a restaurant in back of the U-Haul. It was just like it was us four. We set up a table and four chairs and wore all white, and then we put spaghetti on the table, like a shit ton of spaghetti and red wine, and we had someone like drive the U-Haul and like whip the U-Haul around to like try to like fling us around when we were trying to eat. I think the video is gonna be gonna be releasing in a couple of days. I really want to get into like YouTube stunts and just videos like that. All types of YouTube videos. I want to start live streaming on Twitch. Um, I'm gonna be doing more music. I actually am working on a song with a rapper that went like really viral on TikTok. Do you know that song that goes like, "Who are you? Yes, sir, I am." Whatever that song is.
Yeah,
That was a
I've heard.
song that like went really viral. I have a song that I'm gonna be working on with him. I've got some stuff. Oh, I'm gonna be making some YouTube videos with the kid Leroy's brother, and like we're gonna be making some like public pranks and stuff. Music is definitely gonna be a thing I want to do. I'm gonna try to incorporate music into some of my YouTube videos. Like, uh, you'll have to see how, but it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna always try to keep like the comedic like effect on all of my videos, but some things, you know, just want to experiment, but it's always going to be comedic.
Now in LA, are you more recognized around here or like around LA, like walking the streets of LA? Because I saw you saw the guy with the short neck. I saw you took a picture with him. So are you recognized very well over in LA?
I feel I'm recognized by like create other creators and stuff a lot out there. Like other creators will see me and know who I am. Oh, something funny that happened. Do you know like Call Me Carson?
Hmm.
I know he's into stuff, but originally my TikTok name was Call Me Not So Carson because people said I looked like a fat Call Me Carson. I thought it was funny, so I just ran with the meme. And then like stuff happened with him, and he got like canceled, and I changed my name
Oh, I did
to
see
King
that.
MOXU. And yeah, yeah.
I
And
did
there's
see you
this
release
guy
a
that like
TikTok.
his
You were-
friend he's friends with.
Yeah, you released a
Yeah,
TikTok
yeah,
about
yeah,
that. Yeah, I did see that. So how do you deal with
yeah.
like
His
okay, I saw. Oh no, you can keep going.
oh, I was just gonna say like I was at a party. It was at Paris Hilton's old house. Like it was a big like mansion party. And someone came to me and was like, "Yo, Call Me Not So Carson, what's up, bro?" I didn't even like think about it. I was just like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" And then I went up to him later, and I didn't realize this, but it was Ted Navision and Jay Slat, who are like friends with Call Me Carson, and they came up and like recognized me as Call Me Not So Carson. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So like I saw a comment of someone put, and this obviously probably happens to you, but I saw a comment that a
Mm.
girl put that you need to get in the gym, and you said that you need to wear more makeup. So like, how do you deal with negative comments like that? Because obviously you are a pretty positive person. So how do you deal with negative comments like that and people trying to bring you down? Because obviously you are not an individual that's hard or not hard to miss on the streets of Boulevard, the streets of LA. Like you're a pretty taller
Yeah.
kid. You're pretty larger stature kid, so you are not hard to miss. So how do you deal with the negative comments like that and people just randoms at their own house trying to degrade you?
Bro, people that are just trying to degrade you, sometimes you just gotta show them like, hey, there might be something wrong with me, but you're not an angel either. You need some help too. So like, I try to whenever people leave hate comments, I usually ignore them. But if it's like something that I just think is like really funny, I'll like reply to it like with the comment just roasting them back. I don't know, it's funny. Some bitches need to be put in their place. They're like, come on, you're not that pretty. Come on. I might be fat, but you're not that pretty.
That's funny. So to wrap up this interview, I usually ask a lot of people this when we don't talk about sports. So you were
Mhm.
obviously one kid who had to take a step in the right direction and go for this whole thing, and obviously it's panning out for you. I was one of those people who hesitated on doing this whole podcast thing, doing I have my own blog, crevscorner.com, and I hesitated doing that because I was scared of what people thought about me. So what is some advice
Mhm.
you would tell someone right now, whether they're 20, 25, 15, 10, to take a step of foot in their dreams and like what's something you would tell? What's a piece of advice that you would tell someone that's kind of scared, that's nervous to start something because they are scared of
Mhm.
failure, they're scared of what other people would think about them? What's something that you would tell someone about that?
All right, guys. So, if you haven't seen my content, I embarrass the fuck out of myself every single day. Um, you just gotta, if you want to do something, and it's like your dream to do something, if you never take the step to actually attempt to do it, nothing's gonna come out of it. Like, whether it takes off or it flops, you're never gonna know unless you put your foot in the door and actually go through with doing it. And as for the fact of, being like embarrassed of what people might think, I used to be the same way. And then I just learned to not give a fuck and focus on myself. I was like, I want to follow my dreams. I'm not going to let what people think about me try and follow my dreams. And as you can see, I'm fucking living them. And you could too if you just put in the effort and put in the time to attempt to do what you want to do. And if people want to make fun of you or whatever, just like you'll have the proof that like at least I'm working for something, at least I'm fucking putting in the effort to do something. And if you do end up like me and you do end up like, you know, blowing up or whatever, you'll be able to, hold on to that. You'll be like you're always going to remember it. Like even if my account died tomorrow and I lost everything, I would still have the memories of, hey, remember that one time I fucking chased my dreams and I made it come true. And like it's going to be something you're going to remember for the rest of your life. So don't let people hold you back from doing what you want to do.
That's awesome, man. That's great. That's the best. Actually, I'll give you my honesty. I've asked 3 different people on different interviews that same question. That was the best answer that you could have gave. Keegan, I know you as Keegan, but King MOXU on TikTok, 3 million followers. Follow him if you haven't already. Instagram, King MOXU, same thing. King MOXU official, verified. So thank you, Keegan, for joining me. This was fun. This was a fun conversation to have. I hope you do. I wish you the best
Yeah,
of luck in LA.
for sure, bro.
It was great talking to you, man. All right,
You
guys.
too, man. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yep. Thanks for jumping on the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is episode 13 of Crev's Corner. King MOXU, give him a follow and wishing the best of luck going to LA in a month. Can't wait to see what you do, man.
For sure, bro. You keep grinding out that podcast and shit too.
All right.
Promise
Thanks,
me.
man.
This Crev's Corner, the ball is in your court. Swish.